Hey everybody, it's Christina of CraftyPaws. I wanted to come on and share with you guys a layout that I did. I haven't done one of these in a long time, but I was motivated by Tanya Hubbard's 100 Subbie giveaway challenge. I'm going to put a link in the description box below to her challenge giveaway. She's asked folks to do a layout about someone you love and try some techniques that you've never tried before. So I thought that was great motivation. And this past Sunday, my hubby and I took our two dogs for a walk in the neighborhood. It wasn't a long walk because Biscuit is now 14 and she can't really do really long walks without feeling the effects of it later. So we had a glorious day weather-wise. It was sunny, there were cool breezes, it wasn't muggy at all, and I felt so blessed and happy just being outdoors in the sun. And I'm so glad we did that because since then the weather has been really gray and rainy and not great. Anyway, so my hubby and I took a walk in the neighborhood, and this is a picture of him and Biscuit. Obviously, I've covered his face so he can keep anonymous here on YouTube. The papers that I used, this outside frame is actually like a gray watercolory pattern paper, and I use that because I thought actually, except for that day, it has been really gray and dreary. So I thought that was an interesting, nice play. And both of those papers are actually from this basic gray fresh cut collection. And I love that collection because this bright paper just makes me happy just looking at it. And I thought that was perfect for that beautiful walk. Some of the techniques that I've never used before is gessoing and painting on a layout. And I did white gesso along the back. Most of it's covered up, but you can see parts of it that are still white and I tried to mute down some of the floral. Even though I love the energy of it, I tried to mute it down a little bit. Truth be told, I think this is a little busy for my taste. I mean, I think if my hubby saw this, he'd be like, oh, that's a hot mess. Which is one of his favorite sayings when he thinks I've overdone something crafty-wise. But I do like it. It really does capture the energy that I was going for. I also got to play with some great cutouts that were gifted to me by Marla H, and it's from the Snap collection. It's all puppies. And I just think this puppy looks so much like my little bandito. And he and I got home first because Biscuit walks so slowly. So that's him waiting at home with love, waiting for Daddy and his big sister to get home. A lot of these other little bits of paper here are just scraps from my scrap box. You've probably seen some of them in other projects that I've done. And I just ink the edges with some black soot. And that's something I rarely remember to do, but I really like the look of that. It makes it much more finished looking. So that was fun. I cut little banner strips, little, fishtail banners on a couple of the long strips that I had in my scrap box. This sticker is from that collection. It's from this set. And this paper back here, this one is actually, it looks like it's been torn out of a notebook, right? And it was actually one sheet that was probably about this big, and I cut it and I tucked some of it behind up here and then some of it down here so there would be a little bit of continuity. And then, and this flower over here actually was at the bottom of that lined paper, and I just fussy cut that out and tucked that in over here. Oh, this title. I've never really done this before, but I decided to use different fonts for my title. So it reads, Remember Today, Always. And the Remember was actually from this Amy Tangerine set. And it was actually this gray color, but I colored it a couple coats of black acrylic paint. And I really like how that pops. The Today was right here. And this Always was actually on this Heidi Swap banner. So I pulled that off and put that right here, and I really like how that looks, even though they're not matched, which is very hard for me to do, not matching something. I really do like how that looks. There's some kind of whimsy to that. And this Heidi Swap banner was actually all the way across, so I actually pulled parts of it apart and tucked in so that it's actually fuller. It was full enough. There were like 3 layers, but so this one has 6 layers, and then this one has like 4 or 5 layers. It adds great dimension, and it seemed to work really well with all the colors on this. Actually, is there a color that wouldn't work on this layout? And this chipboard heart also came from this word set. And this bone came from this die cut set. Oh, and then I did a little bit of doodling. I just doodled some hearts here and here and here. And then at the end, I covered up the pictures and this little die cut area with just some scrap paper, and then took black paint and splattered all across the layout. And I do like how that looks. I think the black pops off of all of these, you know, pastel and floral colors really well and kind of anchors the layout a little bit more. And that's it. That's my layout. I really had fun doing this. I hope you enjoyed my share, and go play along with Tanya's 100 Subbie giveaway challenge. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful crafty day. Bye.